Hello guys, and welcome back to another glorious day of mining and crafting! We're out here at Blackout's sheep farm, and melon and pumpkin farm, and chicken thing. Not sure what the deal is with the chicken thing. Didn't know about that. So, we have much stuff to do today, and first things first is we have to fix Blackout's sheep farm. I've already found problems with it, and why it's not working. So, I'm gonna go ahead and fix this real quick. Yeah, and then we're gonna, I guess, get back to what we're actually going to do today. So, away we go. Alrighty guys, so we got the wool farm here fixed. So, that was actually several hours ago. Unfortunately, I do suffer from migraines on occasion, and unfortunately, mid-recording session, I kind of had one come on, so it took me a few hours, but I'm feeling better now. So, we're going to actually get on with a little more of today's episode. But yeah, we fixed it all. Got it all functioning nice and well, and I apparently taught Blackout how to use observers. I know, right? But, on to the tasks of the day. Oh, and by the way, a quick thing I wanted to mention. For those who are wondering, yes, I did realize why replay mod was not functioning, and it's quite simple. This is in Forge. Replay mod is a fabric mod. I'm an idiot. I'm aware. Anyways, back to the episode. Alright, so after the last video, we kind of got to work on setting up some new areas. So this is our workshop, and this, some of you may recognize, is our super smelter. This is a design by Ilmango that is actually quite a few years old, but it is a really nice super smelter. So it's not finished yet, but I did build the double version that is 46 total furnaces. And man, does this thing smelt. So, the big thing we need to get done for this very moment is we got to build our workshop. So, it looks like Blackout, when I stepped away earlier, started working on this, and I kind of like the idea he's got here. So, I think I'm going to work off of it and maybe try to make a little bit of use of our SpaceX. So, right now we're currently trying to figure out issues with my cam account and why I can't get my cam account onto the server. I tried pulling it up on another computer and it's not quite working, and I'm hoping we'll have that sorted out here soon so we can do proper build time lapses. But so I think for starting everything, I'm gonna go grab resources and get started on actually getting this built. That way we can start closing this all in and not have mobs wandering in on us constantly, because yeah, we've gotten blown up a few times in here and had to fix it, and we're kind of tired of doing that. So on to the resources. So I have quickly realized the problem. We're already out of SpaceX 14. So it's not hard to make by any means. It's pretty much just, it's 8 stone and a piece of iron. And iron we are no shortage of. Stone on the other hand, we don't have all that much of. So I think the big solution, we're trying to save this for other things. I think the big solution is going to be to go ahead and make us a better stone generator than the one we've had. So I guess the best thing we can do is go ahead and grab our redstone boxes and get to building. Alright, so our stone gen is done. Of course, it's like a double barrel stone gen. It's pretty simple design. Pretty sure anybody can replicate this. I'm not too worried about this because everybody who lives here's kind of got fire resistance. So if you fall in, it's more like a warm bath than a fiery death. We have pistons set up here. There's a clock circuit down here that basically just pushes you back and forth. And of course these levers, simple as it is, just flip it off. So the last thing I need to do before we run this thing is to go ahead and toss up a haste 2 beacon. Alright, the beacon base is built. And there is the bacon. And haste 2, and now we lag. Alright, so I gotta get a plank to replace that later. So now we should be able to simply... Alright, so we gotta line up. Should just be able to hold down left click. And it looks like we're good to go here. Although I will definitely say you have to walk into this thing lined up. Can we make more efficient stone gens? Absolutely. But, you know, this is pretty good, and it's got a fairly small footprint. And it occasionally, regardless, produces cobblestone. And I think that's kind of a vanilla flaw, where it just occasionally the water doesn't flow at the right time. But I think what I'm going to do is to go ahead and sit here and gather some stone for a few, and then try to get back onto building. Alright guys, so we really need a front door. So that front area up there, it's still pretty open. So we got some issues going on. So this flying guy here, this is our buddy Evo. He is actually going to be acting as my cam account because we are still working out the issues with as to why we can't get mine onto the server. So he is going to try and record some stuff for us while I'm building. That way we can actually do a time lapse. But with all that guys, let's just go ahead. I've got pretty much all the supplies sitting over there already. Let's go ahead and get to building this door. And for those who are wondering, we're building a 3x3 piston door, and we're going to have it remote controlled. So here we go. And here we are guys. So this is our new door. So there were some issues with the initial recording, but I think we've got them ironed out now. So for some reason it was just locked onto the first frame of the recording, so it didn't actually get any of the time lapse. But we did build something interesting into this. So while yes, this is a normal 3x3 piston door, we've used create to make it remote controlled. So this redstone, or the linked controller here, actually comes up here and links to this redstone link, which goes into a powered toggle latch, which for those who don't know are basically a create T flip-flop in a block. It makes life really easier when you need these. And as for the design, this is a modified mumbo jumbo design. I will try to remember to leave a link to the video in the description, but it's not that hard to find when you find a 3x3 piston door. Okay guys, so we got a few things done. So I put up some temporary walls. This probably won't stay like this, but I don't know yet. Eventually I'm going to get a shulker box unloader put in right here, which is going to end up routing under. And this was actually broken because of the door. So that'll have to be fixed. Oh, you're the red merchant. I have not seen you at all this season. Let's see, do you have anything interesting? So you got... Yep, sorry bud, not interested. But this will get torn down, as well this will get turned to this side, and we're going to drop that soul sand block down so that way I can run everything from the shulker box unloader, basically just underneath, and it all works fine. So we've got that kind of sorted out now. So the next thing is actually kind of interesting and something I've not really seen done all that much before. So we actually have our base not all in one location. So we have several locations set up. So we have 2 lava caverns. This one, being as stuff has been built here, this is Blackout's lava cavern, and this is where we're going to have our individual vault rooms. So basically we have these just really nice lava caverns down here, and ours are actually remarkably close to each other. I think we actually ended up digging out a tunnel, but the tunnel's so long that it's kind of pointless to use. So like I said, Blackout's, he's already started in his. And then if we go to Lava Cavern 2, this one is mine, which we're hopefully going to start building in here soon. But as of right now, I haven't sorted out how I want to do it yet. Oh, fun. I'm lagging. Oh, there we go. From here, we then have a couple other sections. And of course, which I need to grab my flint and steel in order to go to one of them. Alright, here we go. Alright, so over here we have this portal. And this is where the nether portion of our base is going to exist. So we're aiming for a base that is spread out across the world as well as multi-dimensional. And eventually we'll have warp plates set up that go between like a lot of the different places. So we've got this one, and of course I've done an outline of a tower, or well, the start of an outline for a tower I'm going to build here. I think we're going with the tower. I'm not entirely sure. We may just build a whole castle. But now we go back to the overworld. And I need to go ahead and grab some XP bottles as soon as I catch up. And I'm missing a shulker box, and I don't know where it is. So we come over here, grab a few of these, and Blackout's apparently spent a lot of time in the vault lately. Alright, and now any eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed this warp plate. This takes us over to the end portion of our base. We currently have the area flooded because we were trying to plan and we kept getting attacked by Endermen, so we just did this to kind of help us out a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna have an end portion of our base, which we also have like an outline here, and we decided to put this out here because it made the most sense. The end is probably the least laggy dimension on the server, so something like this kind of worked out. We did have to make one minor change. It's not as fast as the design would be in vanilla because this is possible. So Quark adds movable tile entities, so this just gets pulled. So we had to put this block here to stop it from pushing out too far. But if I had any concrete on hand, I'll show you guys, this circuit here, actually when flipped back off, and here, I'll just pick this block up to kind of show you guys. So basically what happens, you can put your concrete in there, and from there, you would, well, normally you would turn this lever on, which will activate the farm and start the TNT duper. And then that releases, blows up. But what would happen if you turn on automatic mode? So, I'm sorry, you flick this lever off to turn on automatic mode, and you tap right here, and it'll automatically place the block. And once it's started, it'll keep cycling. Because normally how this works is when you place a block right here, it updates this note block, which then triggers this observer, sending a redstone signal into this block, triggering this note block, which then triggers this piston, pushing it forward. And that ends up looping itself around constantly. So by basically having the observer, and Quark and Botania both add the ability for dispensers to place blocks, then with that method, we're actually able to pretty much automate this. So I was able to sit here AFK to go through several thousand concrete at one point. But this is kind of all that we've got in these areas so far. and we are constantly adding more areas. And yes, there was an end city here originally. It's actually all packed up in these boxes now, and we're trying to make use of all these materials. So we tore down the end city, and then I spent about 2 hours flattening out this entire area. So no, it was not this flat originally. So we can go ahead and go back to the storage room, and this is kind of where I show you guys everything. Like I said, we've got quite a bit set up. I actually logged back on, well, that's the wrong way. I logged back on yesterday after taking a few days to handle a few things, and found that Blackout had already finished the roof, so I didn't have to actually really worry about that all too much. And I did show you guys this new super smelter already, but yeah, this thing is actually pretty awesome. We've had time to actually use it now, and it works great. I moved our Omegas in here, so that way they could actually have their own space. So, and yes, we have Bumbo Baggins. Other than that, that is really all of the different sections of the base we currently have planned. Of course, more will probably come along as we go about things. And as you guys saw at the start of the video, there was an area where we have a sheep farm and a melon farm. But yeah, and then our door is now remote controlled, which is really nice. But these controls, you can actually map up to 6 different frequencies to it, which is pretty dang cool. I didn't actually realize these existed until recently, and I played with Crate a lot. Recently I was watching a video about a working subway, or not a working subway, a working monorail in using the Create mod, and it actually was just really cool, and that's when I found out about the linked controller. So with that, guys, we are going to get on to our next thing. Alright, and hello there again, guys. So, quick little announcement before we continue on with today's video. So, this Saturday, I will be doing a live stream. The goal of said live stream is, well, of course, it'll be right here on Vault Hunters, and the goal is to grind up to level 50. So, as you guys may have noticed, I haven't been in the Vault in a little while, and most of the servers have noticed. So, yeah, I'm going to get myself into the Vault on Saturday. So, the day after this video goes out, that way we can get up to level 50 and kind of catch up, because Blackout's kind of gone well past the season. He's like level 40 something now, so we need to catch up, and I think Riptide is like in the 70s. But yeah, so live stream, check on the channel. There will be a pre-scheduled time set up there, so yeah, hope to see you all you guys there, and well, back to the video. Alrighty, guys, so I realized that last week I did literally no vaults. We literally just worked on the storage room the entire time. So, before we end this episode today, we're going to go ahead and run through 2 vaults and see what we get. So, here we go. Alrighty guys, so that is both vaults done, and to be honest, not a bad haul at all. So, just up there, here's our boss crate, so we can go and munch on a couple of vault burgers. I'll definitely be saving those for later. Not quite enough, but we'll have to go through all this and probably craft up all of our burgers. And let's go ahead and pop through all of our booster packs real quick and see if we get anything out of these. Alright, what do we got? Nothing but a little bit of experience. Alright guys, so with all that being done and out the way, I feel like we got a pretty good amount of progress done in this episode. So, like I said earlier in the video, please join me this Saturday for a grind to level 50, or as close as we can get with what we have available. So, I hope, well, there's my headphones that keep popping up. Interesting. Well, I hope to see all of you guys there, and, well, As usual, guys, if you did enjoy the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I always like seeing you guys down there in the comments section. And, as usual, I'll see all of you guys in the next video and on Livestream Saturday. See you then. Bye-bye.